talk AI. The reality is many parts of the industry are investing significant amounts of money into AI. Question I have for you is, how much of the investment is actually being driven by quantifiable ROI and how much is just out of fear of being left behind?
It's an interesting question. I think the answer is it's a mixed bag. There's definitely companies out there who are deriving a lot of value out of their AI investments. And I would also counter that and say that there are also companies out there who I've spoken to who are questioning the return on investment they're getting from their AI investments. I think at the larger end of the scale, you find a lot of the really big corporates are doing a pretty good job. And there's a number of use cases out there. Bank of America with their Erica virtual assistant, they've publicly said that saving them thousands of hours of their staff time in helping customers with just general questions. You've got UPS who are using Orion, which is an AI tool which is optimizing route deliveries. It's reducing wear and tear on vehicles, getting deliveries to customers a lot faster. John Deere is using AI computer vision to work out what's a weed and what's a good plant, reducing the amount of herbicide needed to kill those weeds. There are tangible examples out there of people who are getting real value, but at the same time, I think there's also a number of companies who are still trying to figure out how best to apply AI to their business to drive better productivity, improvements to customer experience and profitability as well.
And that's exactly what I wanted to ask you, which was what's differentiating those organizations that are actually having success versus the ones that can't identify the appropriate use case?
In my mind, and certainly in my experience, the ones who are driving the most success are the ones who have all of the stakeholders in the company involved. If it's I hate to say this, but if it's an IT-led effort, the level of success has been a bit mixed. If it's a business-led effort with clearly defined business outcomes that you're trying to drive, that generally has a better chance of success. Having all those stakeholders means they've all got skin in the game. It all means that they have the best interest in doing what they can to make sure that that particular project is successful.
So last time we had a lot of the business owners aligned, it was around cloud and the emergence of cloud because it was the hot topic. And everybody was talking about it and everybody thought that's where we need to be. Now AI is the hot topic. Now everybody's talking about it. Everyone's saying that's where we need to be. Are we at risk of repeating the same mistakes as we made with cloud?
Quite possibly. If you think back to the cloud days, when cloud started, most people just lifted and shifted their applications, put them in cloud, without really thinking about, do I need to re-architect my application to best use the cloud architecture? Thinking about the cost implications, thinking about the governance and compliance aspects. And I think when you look at AI, you find a similar kind of thread happening there. Rather than just plonking AI in like, I hate to say, an assistant that could be used by someone in the organization just to help them on their day-to-day job. You're thinking about how you could potentially re-architect business processes to leverage AI. Thinking about the cost of tokens is another big one. A lot of people don't realize that when you're pumping prompts up to a model, especially if you have an enterprise agreement with that model provider, it's going to cost you both in terms of input and output. And there's also governance and compliance considerations for using AI. And I think also AI is a little bit different because it could have a lot of financial implications if the AI doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Giving erroneous information, it could be litigation involved in there. It throws out a prompt that is considered harmful or toxic, or if someone tricks an AI into handing over information it shouldn't. All these aspects have big implications. So I think that yes, there is a potential to repeat the mistakes from the cloud, but there's also a whole lot of other considerations as well that might not necessarily be aligned to that cloud that you also have to think about as well.
So final AI question. If you're advising a customer's executive board today, where would you tell them not to spend their AI budget?
I would say to them, don't spend your AI budget unless you have all the business stakeholders involved. Secondly, don't go and build your own GPT. All right. A second thing, I have met some customers who have considered that. I also think oftentimes you find companies engaging consultants. Make sure that you don't invest in the consultant who's not got skin in the game. would be a third one. And the last one, also make sure that you invest in AI projects that have a clearly defined business outcome, that also looks at how you can re-engineer or re-architect those business processes to best use. If they're not looking to do that, then the chances of success is probably not going to be as great.
Thank you.